31F. Never thought I would be writing something like this, but the last family dinner spiraled so badly that I cannot stop replaying it in my head. I genuinely do not know if I crossed a line or if I was finally standing up for myself after years of swallowing my feelings. For context, I have been with my partner Alex, 33M, for 6 years. We live together, share expenses, and until recently, I thought we were on the same page about our future. His family, however, has always been a sensitive subject. They are close-knit, opinionated, and very comfortable commenting on things that are not their business. Especially his sister, Mara, 35F. Mara has always had strong opinions about how people should live their lives. Careers, relationships, money, kids. She frames everything as concern, but it often feels more like judgment. I usually keep quiet to keep the peace. Alex has asked me more than once to just let things slide, saying that is how she is and she does not mean harm. Last weekend, Alex's parents hosted a small dinner. Just immediate family. I knew going in that it would be one of those polite but tense evenings where everyone pretends everything is fine. I told myself to stay calm and not engage if anything uncomfortable came up. That plan lasted about 30 minutes. At first, dinner was normal. Small talk, jokes, catching up. Then the conversation shifted to life plans. Mara started talking about her friends who were buying homes and starting families. She looked directly at Alex and smiled. She asked, very casually, if we were still taking our time, or if we planned to get serious soon. I felt my stomach drop. Alex laughed awkwardly and said we were happy and figuring things out. I nodded and tried to smile. That should have been the end of it, but Mara leaned in and said something that felt like a jab wrapped in sugar. She said she just worried Alex might be wasting his best years waiting for something that might never happen. The table went quiet. I felt heat rush to my face. I looked at Alex, expecting him to say something. He didn't. He stared at his plate and stayed silent. That silence felt louder than anything Mara had said. I tried to let it go. I really did. But then she turned to me and asked if I ever thought about what Alex was giving up for me. That is when something in me snapped. I said that Alex was a grown adult who made his own choices. I said our relationship was not a waiting room and that if anyone thought he was being held back, they were free to ask him directly instead of implying it was my fault. Mara looked shocked. Alex finally looked up. His parents exchanged uncomfortable glances. Mara responded by saying she was only being honest and that honesty should be appreciated. She said family should be able to say hard truths. I replied that honesty without kindness was just cruelty, and I was tired of pretending otherwise. At that point, Alex asked me to calm down. That hurt more than anything Mara had said. I asked him why he was asking me to calm down instead of asking her to stop. He said this was not the time or place. I said it never seemed to be the time or place, and that was exactly the problem. Dinner ended early after that. The rest of the night felt stiff and forced. On the drive home, Alex was quiet. When we finally talked, he told me I had embarrassed him and made things awkward for his family. I told him I felt embarrassed every time I was subtly blamed for choices we made together. He said he understood, but that I should have handled it privately. I asked him why I was always the one expected to handle things quietly. We have barely spoken since. Part of me feels guilty. I know I raised my voice. I know it was uncomfortable for everyone. I hate confrontation, and I hate that this happened in front of his parents. But another part of me feels relieved. Like I finally said out loud what I had been holding in for years. I am tired of being polite at my own expense. I am tired of being the easy target because I try to keep the peace. Now Alex says his sister feels attacked and his parents think I was disrespectful. He says he wishes I would apologize to smooth things over. I do not know if I should. So here I am, wondering if I ruined a family dinner and overreacted, or if I finally stopped letting myself be quietly blamed for choices that were never mine alone. Am I the asshole?